Hey, Kellie Pickler's on. Hi, Kellie. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Hey, good. So congratulations on making it through another week.
Oh, gosh, another dance, another week. Thank you.
What's harder, the practicing leading up to it or the actual performing on the show?
You know what? I think the actual performance. Of course, it's hard rehearsing and learning all of those dances and the technique and that short amount of time. And I think when the lights hit you and you're actually dancing with the band and the fans are there and it goes live, I think it's terrifying. I was absolutely terrified Monday night. I think I was most scared I've been since I've been on the show.
Why this week?
To be honest, I don't know. I think it was just such an emotional week because of my husband singing and just the storyline, and I think it was an emotional week for everyone. To be honest, everyone had their special story that they brought to the dance floor. Their most memorable favorite year, and it was an emotional week, I thought.
Talking to Kellie Pickler right now. So as your husband is singing and you're dancing, can you actually hear his voice singing, or are you so focused on the dance that you're just dancing the dance?
No, all I can hear, if we couldn't hear them, then Lord knows we would definitely be off. Yeah, I think that, too, is what made it so emotional, because I'm hearing him sing the song that, he wrote for our wedding. And so you're kind of getting lost in the dance and in the song, if that makes sense.
Who are your toughest two competitors, do you think, left on the show?
Well, everybody has their special thing, but as far as technically, I definitely think Zendaya is, obviously she's a phenomenal dancer. That's what she does. She is a trained dancer. So I think as far as technique and all of that, she's probably the best dancer on the show, I would say.
The closer you get toward the end, do you want that ball more?
I think I am. I kind of, of course, everybody wants to win the silly, shiny mirror ball, but I think that's not the most important thing about the show. Being a part of it and the relationships that you make on the show, and just the friendships and everything that happens behind the scenes. Those are the moments that I think are way more important than the disco ball. Just being able to sit side stage with Andy Dick or Winona, and just talk to them and, just get to know them. And of course, I miss Winona so much. She's such an amazing person, and I just really admire her and her words of wisdom and just her presence. I think those moments like that are what I cherish the most, way more important than the disco ball.
This may be a weird question, but have you felt yourself get into so much better shape, like body-wise, just because of all the work you're doing?
Oh, definitely. Absolutely. I feel better, too. I'm sore, obviously, but I feel better about myself. I feel like I have more energy, because I was not, working out and all that before. Not like this, anyhow. But, yeah, I think everybody's body and mind and everything changes out here on the show.
Kellie, good luck, and we continue to tell people to vote for you, and we'll talk to you next week. You're doing great.
Oh, thanks, honey. I'll talk to you next week.
All right, there's Kellie Pickler, everybody. Nice work. All right, we're back in a second. It is the Bobby Bones Show. You know what? She sounds like she's also not as super exhausted as she has been. Because it seems like at first, if she was really taking it on, she was like, whoa. I think she's got the hang of it. I think she's going to win the whole thing.
I do, too. She has a good chance at winning.
She's not only, I think, the best dancer or one of the top 2 or 3 best dancers. She also has, the best personality for people to like and vote, and that's a big part of it. And she has a trained voting audience. Remember, when she was on Idol, people had to vote to move her along, so she has these same fans that are trained to vote. And I think that's a big deal. Didn't think about it like that, did you?
I didn't.
That's a good point.
Yep.
That's a good point.
From the set of Dancing with the Stars, boy, Kellie Pickler this week did a very moving dance, the Rumba, to a song that her husband wrote for her on their wedding day. Kellie is with us. I got to tell you, that was beautiful this week.
This dance meant so much more to me than the other dances because of the story behind it and all of that. So that did make it a little tricky to do, you know. And
yeah.
My dress rehearsal felt so much better than my actual performance, and it was so much better. I was so terrified when the show actually began. And, you know, the video packages that they show before each dance, we don't see any of those videos until the show's live.
Oh.
So I'm standing on the dance floor, and, you know, Derek's like, quit listening to the package, don't listen. He's like, covered my ears so I don't fall to pieces, and it was tough.
Hey, after your performance, you walked over to your husband, gave him the longest hug ever, which was very, very sweet. What did you say to him?
I love you.
Oh, that's great. Actually, and then I had to laugh because then you have Tom going, all right, Kellie, come on, come over here.
I know. I was like, you're ruining the moment.
Yeah, it's like...
There's always that person, you know.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I'm like, way to ruin the moment, Tom. Seriously.
Yeah, get over here so we can rip you apart.
Kellie, who do you think your biggest competition is?
Well, I think everyone has their special thing that they have, whether it's their story or their dance or whatever. Technique-wise, Zendaya's definitely.
Hey, how do the living arrangements work? Do you stay in a hotel or?
They put us in apartments.
Are your dogs out there with you or?
Unfortunately not. I have concerts during the actual Dancing with the Stars show, so my dogs hop on my tour bus and I meet them in whatever city I have a concert in.
Oh, that's great. So real quick, what's your dance for next week?
The foxtrot.
Oh.
I'm terrified. I've never done that before. We haven't started rehearsing. We start today.
All right. Well, look, have a good weekend. Good luck in rehearsal, your show this weekend, and we'll be watching on Monday.
All right. Thank y'all.
All right. Kellie Pickler from Dancing with the Stars on the set, and we'll be back with her next Thursday at this time.
I believe there's going to be a show tonight.
Yes.
I believe there's a lot of storms coming through that will part and go around Cat Country.
Oh, boy. We do have a high wind advisory until 7. And
whatever.
I believe Totlick Music Festival happening starts tonight. It happens in Dothan, and the Saturday night performance from Kellie Pickler is going to be amazing.
Kellie Pickler from Dancing with the Stars and otherwise super country fame. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing great. How are you doing?
Another week, another dance.
That's true. Now, did you have any dance background experience?
I've never ballroom danced in my life.
You wouldn't know it.
Well, thank you. You're very kind. I have a great dance instructor, and, you know, I think Derek is the greatest choreographer, and he's a great teacher and very much a perfectionist.
So does he make you, like, rehearse all the time?
You know, you don't have to rehearse if you don't want to. You don't have to be here if you don't want to be here. Nobody's making you go into the dance studio. But if you want it, then you're going to put in the effort. You're going to put in the work.
Well, I got to say, I don't know that I didn't expect you to come out and not do well. I just didn't expect you to do as well as you're doing.
Right,
you're killing it. That's awesome.
Thank you so much. I enjoy it. I hope that comes across. I hope that behind my terrified eyes,
It does.
I hope that you see that I am discovering a new passion that I had no idea that I would love it.
You should incorporate this into your show.
Yes, because you're at Totlick this weekend. You should incorporate some of your dance moves into your set.
Well, I'm not planning on it, but who knows what will happen.
Do you still enjoy playing big shows?
Oh, yeah. I mean, absolutely. My music and touring and all of that is my number one passion, and I don't ever want that to stop. And I'm really looking forward to the concert this coming weekend, and it'll give me a day off from the dance studio.
How many hours a day is it for you?
About 6.
She says as she tries to take a nap.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's a good problem to have. I ain't complaining.
What's the biggest surprise for you through the process so far?
I think just how much joy I was going to find in it, you know. And
You're no stranger to reality shows. Does this stack up against other stuff? Are you still nervous every time?
I'm terrified because completely out of my comfort zone, and anytime you step outside of that comfort zone, and on top of that, it's in front of, millions and millions of people, for everyone to pick apart and form an opinion about, and, it's scary for all of us. I love it, and hopefully I'll bring that stupid ball.
That's right. That's right. It's been the best. There's nothing like having country folks in Dancing with the Stars to root for, so we're glad you're there. Talk about your involvement with the USO. Are you still heavily involved?
Oh, absolutely, and I'm so blessed to have the relationship with them that I do, and to be able to take a little piece of home to our servicemen and women. It's an honor and a privilege, and I will always continue to do so.
What through your work with the USO has been most inspiring for you?
We're there to entertain, and we love doing our shows, but I think the most important thing is the conversations and those intimate moments where you're able to connect with people.
Well, Kellie, we're big fans, and big fans of your success on Dancing with the Stars. Big fans of you being at Toad Lick Music Festival this weekend.
Woohoo! Can't wait to see you.
All right. I will see y'all soon.
You certainly will, and get ready for a big party. Everybody from Pensacola is coming to root for you.
All right. That sounds like a plan. I'm ready.
You have a blast, and get some rest.
Thank you, darling.
We love you.
Love you guys. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
I'll talk to you soon.
You got it, Kellie. And if you'd like to see Kellie and everybody else at Toad Lick Music Festival, be caller 9-430-1987.